You see that? That's my happy place. And that's where I am today, in the marsh. Wind is blowing a gale, but hey, it's the spring of 2020, and if you want to fish, you're gonna have to fish and wind. That's just the way it is. It has been blowing absolutely every day. Today it's out of the southeast, been blowing out of the west for days, but I'm on a special mission today. I launched at Lake Catherine Island Marina, and I'm on a quest to find redfish that I can tag for the Star Tournament. Sounds like an easy objective, but man, the way these winds have been lately, the fishing's been a little bit tough. So I pushed way back in the marsh. I'm gonna do some exploring and see if I can find some fish. I just pulled up into this particular area and the water actually looks pretty good, so I definitely like my chances. Let's see. All right, I'm starting the morning with this black blue matrix craw. It's a bait I really like for targeting reds. Obviously bass hit it as well. Catch a whole bunch of bass on this bait. But I really feel to these reds, it looks like a crab. And you know they love to feast on crabs in these marshes. We've had some warm weather the last couple of days, and that's definitely warmed the water temperatures. It's 81 in here right now. Really, I think it's the first 80-degree water I've fished yet this year. It's been such a cool, mild spring. Really nice weather lately. You know that's not gonna last. Definitely some grass in here. Of course, it looks like widgeon grass, which really predominates in this marsh around here. So we've got a hard rising tide today. It's not gonna fall at all the whole time we're fishing. And the water is already up in this southeast wind. Been blowing so hard. Well, I found a crab. Oh, there's a fish. Well, guess what? It's not our redfish, but it's a nice bass. That's not a bad marsh bass at all. I thought we might bump into some of these guys. Man, I only thought that wind was blowing before. It just went to a different level. You know, spring is supposed to be a windy season, and that's definitely been the case this year. We had a really calm March, but April and May have been non-stop. Box fans set on high every day.
This episode of Marshman Masson is brought to you by Puglia Sporting Goods.
Ooh, there's a hard hit. God. So I might have to rethink my fluoro situation. I often fish 30-pound fluoro leader, sometimes a 25-pound fluoro leader, but I've been fishing a lot of clean water lately, so I reduced it to a 15-pound fluoro leader. And that's the second fish I've broken off in the last 2 trips. Just clean breaks right on the hook set. And that was definitely 100% a redfish. Big difference between a redfish hit and a bass hit. That would have been our star tagger, but unfortunately we lost him. And of course, when light line breaks and costs you a fish, you never know if it really cost you a fish, because would you have gotten that bite if you were using heavier line? You never know. Much like everywhere I've been fishing this year, the alligators have taken over. There's one coming to see me. What's up, little guy? There's a fish. He's little, whatever he is. I don't think he's our tagger red. Well, he might be. He's staying down. Ooh, actually he's bigger than I thought. Yes, he is our tagger red. How about that? We're gonna put him on the tape to make sure, but I'm pretty confident he is 16 inches. 16 and a quarter. All right, this fish is going in the live well, and hopefully you will catch him and win a new truck or a new boat. All right, I'm very close to the rim of Lake Catherine. So I'm gonna go run there and release that fish and scoot back in the marsh and do some more fishing. And I know from past tagging history that redfish don't move a whole lot. So where I let him go is where he's gonna stay for a while, more than likely. All right, we just made it to Lake Catherine. I'll show you where we are. That's all the camps. Right across Lake Catherine. So we're on the other shoreline, right here. And this is where we're gonna let this fish go. Let's check on him real quick, make sure he's doing well. He's not belly up, that's for sure. You in there, dude? Hey, Wilbur, I see you. I see you, buddy. I see you. There you are. All right, let's give this dude his tag and send him on his way. I guess I'll do it down here so he doesn't hop off. All right. All right, there he is. Let's let him go. All right, I'm back in the marsh in a different bayou. I cut through a gorgeous pond getting in here. The water's just as pretty in this bayou as what we left. I'd love to go sight fish that pond, but you can see things have clouded up. There's a doozy of a storm that popped up not very far from me. I looked at the radar, it looks like it's gonna maybe clip me. But I think I'm in the clear, we'll see. Time will tell. Now, one thing I don't like about this bayou is it's got crab traps. It's not a very deep bayou, it's about 5 or 6 feet. And so that crabber possibly has already run his traps, or he's coming to run them. Ooh, fish. Oh, damn it. That was a definite fish. I blew it. All right, looks like this bayou kind of terminates in a pond here. We'll see how deep it is. Today it's probably pretty deep, but it might be choked with grass. It might be unfishable. Definitely can't sight fish it. We've got thick overcast. We'll see if we can get a bait through this grass, or at least over the grass. I really feel better about fishing ponds today than bayous, with the water being up and still rising. But the ponds are so choked with grass, they're just really tough to fish right now. As I mentioned, we had a lot of cool weather, and that hot weather tends to kill some of this grass, makes these ponds more fishable. But when you have primo conditions, the grass explodes. And the grass is good for the whole ecosystem. I got no problem with it. It's just difficult to fish when it's carpeted and matted. I'm throwing this Echo 1.75, and it's coming through pretty well at the moment. That may change as we get into the heart of the pond. We'll see. Unfortunately, we're bucking this absolutely ferocious wind. Yeah, it's a little grassy. All right, we're gonna head out, fish our way out the bayou we came in on. This pond's gotten actually dirty. Surprising, because the bayou is really clean. Gorilla bass. He hit when that bait hit the water. Right away. Right away. I'll keep you.
This episode of Marshman Masson is brought to you by Matrix Shad, and by Versamax Corks, and by Bill Lewis Lures, and by Cito New Orleans, and by Plaquemines Parish.
There's a fish. same spot. All right, mission accomplished. I got my final star tag injected into a redfish, and now he's out there swimming, hopefully eager to bite a bait that you throw. Now, I shot this video the day before the star tournament opened, but by the time you see it, the tournament will have been going on for like 3 or 4 days, but it stretches through the whole summer. More than 3 months left to go in the star. Plenty of time to catch that fish. All right, well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the Marshman Masson channel on YouTube. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're notified whenever we post a new video. And until next time, if we don't see you in the marsh, we'll see you right here on Marshman Masson.